5 top tips to take the stress out of downsizing your Swansea property. While downsizing seems appealing, but it's also quite intimidating, especially when you've been in a property for a very long time. So this is very important to have everything in place when you're buying your next property and downsizing. So over the years, you've probably built up a lot of items and things like that. But when you go in for your new property, obviously it will free up a lot of cash from the sale of your property, as you should be going to something cheaper as you're downsizing, and also you'll be able to readjust your lifestyle as your lifestyle will have changed over the years. So exactly what are the 5 tips? Tip number 1, get organised. So this is very essential as you want to get everything ready for when you're going on the market, as things, especially when you're in a property for a long time, things get here, there and everywhere. So get all your documents needed, as I said in one of my other videos, with EPCs, contracts and things like that. Have those ready, as these are very important to have. And yeah, so you can be ready for the sales process. Next one, number 2, get rid of everything you don't need. I know it might be hard, especially being in a big property for a long time. You have all these empty rooms that you kind of started using as storage. So it's definitely important to go through all the clutter and say, do I actually need this? Have I used this in the last year or 2? If no, get rid of it, as you don't need it. Number 3, I say plan ahead. So this is very important when you're going to be downsizing, as it's going to be a big emotional move. So it's important you have everything in place and you have plenty of free time. So pretty much what I'm trying to say is, if you're going to be selling your property, maybe try to put it around if it's like a very important, when your children's weddings and things like that. So you can have all your attention on your property to selling it and focusing on getting rid of the items and things like that. So you're not in a rush and it's a major stress. Number 4, think about what's important to you. So when you're selling your property, obviously you've sold that, I know you're looking ahead of buying your next property. So you need to look and prioritise what exactly is good for you. So do you want to be close to a hospital, bus routes, amenities, close to kids, things like that. So definitely make a list, prioritise what you want to do, so then you can scope down to a certain area you want and you can look for properties in that area, or looking for a needle in a haystack. And the last one, maybe switch to digital. I know this may seem a little bit strange, but what you can do is maybe start scanning documents, photos and things like that over digital. So instead of having these big photo binders of all the photos of the families over the years, obviously I can say you can keep some of them, but if you've got quite a lot, then maybe it's down, you can minimalise a little bit and get rid of a few things. So when you go down to obviously downsizing to your new property, you have enough space in that property and not taking everything from a big house to that small house with you. So yeah, there are your 5 tips for how to limit the stress of downsizing your property. If you've got any questions, just let me know from the contact details below.